I'm deep into taxes these days. I'm a
Mhm.
federal tax court attorney. And in my office, I have a former special agent, special auditor for the IRS, the former head of the Western Division of the IRS. I got a lot of tax power. And what I didn't know, and what very few people know, is we currently have 85,000 new agents. Biden's going to put in another 87,000 brand new shiny IRS agents. Any one of those agents can audit a 1040 with either a Schedule C, that's your business, or a Schedule E, that's your real estate. Any of them, all 85,000. Less than 1% can audit a taxation structure under Chapter C, S, or a partnership. Now, you'll notice that I said taxation structure. A corporation can have a taxation structure under Chapter C, under Chapter S, Subchapter S, or a nonprofit. An LLC can have a taxation structure under Chapter C, Subchapter S, a partnership. You, an individual, it could be taxed like an individual or a nonprofit. So if you're doing real estate, the rental real estate is spinning off passive income. We want that passive income to flow through to us. We will not have the answer is you never, ever, period, have a Chapter C. If your accountant told you you needed a C corporation, he's nuts. You get a new accountant fast. If you're doing sales of products and services, you're going to use a Subchapter S. If you're doing real estate, you're going to use a partnership. That means you got to have a partner. So in a non-community state, Indiana, you and your wife can be taxed as a partnership. You can either be taxed as a partnership or an individual, either one you want. So you're going to have your LLC taxed as a partnership. Less than 1% of the agents can audit that. In order to audit it, they have to have an accounting degree from a university. And they have to have 3 years of training by the IRS. Costs the IRS $1 million to train that guy. So you've just cut your chance of an audit by 99%.
Wow. In a single member LLC does not.
A single member LLC can be taxed under Subchapter S or as what we call a disregarded entity. You file a Schedule E or a Subchapter or a Schedule C.
Right.
But you don't want it. And if you file a Schedule E or Schedule C, that means anybody can audit it, even though you've got an LLC. Remind me to come back to this in 2 seconds. But you don't want a Subchapter S because you have to take out a reasonable salary, which is subject to Social Security, FICA, FUTA, the employment taxes. Mm-hmm. You don't have those with the passive income of a piece of real estate. So you want all of that to pass through to you basically under a partnership return.
Just a clarifying question on that real quick before we go back. So you're saying if it is a disregarded entity, you do not get the benefit. Anyone can audit that. It has to be a partnership. So somebody has to own else.
It is you. It's under your Social Security number. You do not get a tax ID number.
Yeah.
What I was coming back to is kind of a hard concept to understand. You have a legal structure, which is an LLC, a corporation, a partnership, whatever it is. Mm-hmm. And then you have a tax structure. These two things have nothing to do with each other. I get the exact same legal asset protection, corporate shield charging order out of an LLC that's taxed as a disregarded entity. The IRS ignores it. It's you. but I still get all the asset protection. Now, you don't want a partnership because there's no asset protection in a partnership. In fact, each one of the partners is jointly and severably liable for what the other guy's doing. That has nothing to do with it. The legal structure of the LLC gives you all of the asset protection. You are simply taxed by the IRS as if you were a partnership.
Got it.
Legally, you're an LLC. The IRS thinks you're a partnership. The word LLC does not appear in the IRS code. They don't know what it is. They just know that you're filing a partnership tax return, 1065. But legally, you're an LLC. So you get all of the asset protection, and then you get the tax treatment of the partnership. Can you see it?